Hello and welcome to Soulmate Coach Crystal, where we learn to attract, create, and maintain relationships that are lasting and loving. Today I'm going to be responding to an email, and it's an email from Elle. And Elle actually sent me the email that her ex-boyfriend sent her, stating why he no longer wanted to be in a relationship. And she asked me to read it and to tell her what I thought of it. And so I decided not to read his email online because he didn't send it to me. He sent it to her. So to protect his privacy, I'm not going to read it online. But I will point out some things, relevant points in the email. And she, so basically the long and short of it from what I read is that they've been in a long-term relationships, 5 to 6 years, and it at some point has gotten tumultuous, has gotten rocky, and it gotten painful for both of them. And he decided that as a result of those things, the things that transpired during the course of the relationship, he no longer wanted to be in a relationship with her. And so this is what Elle wrote to me after, as a result of his email. She wrote to me, "Crystal, honestly, we've been in each other's lives for 6 years and I want to marry him. But when I spoke with a mutual friend of ours, they said he just wants to be friends. Should I be his friend? Another friend said that if I don't agree to this friend thing, I will ruin any chance of reunification between us. But I'm afraid that one day he'll find someone else. What should I do?" First of all, Elle, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for your hurt. I'm sorry for your heartbreak. I mean, I truly am sorry for the fact that you're having to go through this right now. But I'm just going to put it here on the table. My hard, fast rule for friendship after a breakup is that usually it's really difficult to be friends with someone after you've been involved in an intimate relationship with them. There are all these rules and spoken and unspoken things that you've kind of developed in a relationship that don't really work in just a friendship. And you yourself have said here that it's in hopes of reconciling with him. And so I ask you, is that really being a friend? How can you be a friend to someone that you're hoping to reconcile with them? I question that definition of friendship. It sounds like you want him to be your boyfriend, and so it feels like you're trying to find a way to stay in his life until he sees that you're valuable enough to, or he sees the value to put you back in his life as his girlfriend. Well, honey, let me tell you, you're valuable whether he sees it or not. Just know that. You're precious whether he sees it or not. Another thing I wanted to go on here with is I noticed in his email, and I'm going to read some of the things that he said, some quotes that he said. He really seems pretty clear on what he wants. He says here, "The reason why I don't want to get back together with you is because I've learned from that mistake many times in my life. When we did choose to stay together, things took a turn for the worse anyway. This situation has left me bruised. I'm not going to drag it in the mud anymore. I'm tired of arguing, and I think it's time that we see things the way that they are. I'm unhappy with the situation to the point that I can't continue to live it anymore. I've had a lot of time to think about this in my solitude and realize that we can't go on like this." Wow. He sounds really clear that he is in a place where he feels that it is best to be separate from you. And so, as painful as that is, I say, honor that. Honor that that's where he is. And begin to look at your own life and this relationship, and what areas was it hurting you? What areas was it not serving you in? And so really begin to kind of shine the flashlight around on this. Maybe you have a friend or someone really close that can help you to really get objective about what really went on. Because sometimes when we love someone, we lose objectivity, and we, what was bad really wasn't all that bad, and what was hard really wasn't all that hard. And the reality is, in order to make a balanced, healthy decision for ourselves, we've got to be able to look objectively at what really happened. So it sounds like he started that process. You need to start that process, honey. You need to start the process of looking at what this relationship really was, what it really wasn't, and what do you really want in your life. Not in terms of this relationship, but what do you want for your life? How do you see your life? And that's something else I see here. He says, I have to be happy now, and I'm completely responsible for my own happiness. And so there are things that are very clear that he is taking responsibility and ownership for his happiness. You have to do the same. You have to take responsibility and ownership for your own happiness and for having the kind of life that you want, even if that life is not with him. So my advice to you is, it may not be forever. You guys may come back together. You may work it out. But at this time, I would strongly urge you to walk away. Begin the process. And not easy at all. Not saying it's easy. Not saying it's simple. And it will be a process. But beginning the process of finding your path to where you want to be in life, apart from him. And even though he said he wants to be friends, is that good for you? Is it healthy for you? Is it fair for you? You say here, you want to stay as friend because you're afraid it'll ruin any chance of reunification. If you're not, and you're also afraid that one day he'll meet someone else. He could meet someone else with you being his friend. So what is fair to you here? And only you know that. Only you know that. I can tell you what I think from what you've sent me, but only you know deep down inside what really is best for you. And so I just encourage you to take some time and really get clear. Maybe find an accountability partner or someone that you trust that can support you through the process. Okay? I hope that was helpful. And again, my heart goes out to you. Love and blessings. Separations and breakups can be so hard. So take care of yourself and be kind to yourself. But you have to do what's best for yourself. Okay? Again, I welcome all questions and comments. Thank you, Elle, for your question. And if you want further assistance, I do a free sample session. So keep that out there too. I can give you a free coaching session and maybe help you get to the root of some of what's going on for you. You can go to my website or you have my email. The rest of you guys can email me at soulmatecoachcrystal@gmail.com. You can reach me on my website at soulmatecoachcrystal.com. And I look forward to talking with you soon. Blessings.